One owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com, and there's lots of ways to invest, and I'm here to tell you a couple of them. One that's really easy. It depends on how much money you've got to invest, right? Cars are a really easy way, especially if you can work on cars, to double, triple, quadruple your money with little to no risk, because you've actually got the asset in your hand. Real estate. Real estate is huge, and it's possibly the best way to invest. But the problem is, for real estate, it takes so much money to get involved, and it takes a huge down payment. In most cases, it's unattainable, except in some smaller places back east, where you can still buy a house for $5-6 grand or something. But then you're in the slums, and there's a whole new group of problems that come with that. Then you got to fix up your house. Stocks and doing them through a retirement fund is some of the easiest ways that you can possibly make money. Because when you put the stocks in the retirement fund, you almost make money right then, because you get the tax write-off, the tax credit or whatever. So stocks is a very easy way, and I'm going to tell you a couple ways and a couple stocks I like and a couple things in this video, and hopefully you enjoy. If you don't enjoy and you don't want to hear this kind of stuff, why the hell did you click on the link that said this in the title? I don't look for this to be some huge video that's all viral and stuff, unless I do something stupid in it, which is actually very likely. But this is just a video to tell you something about something you might not be thinking about, that you just don't stop to think about a day. And actually what it is I make daily videos every day. Well, this is just for my subscribers. I'm not going out and looking for new subscribers unless somebody sees it and likes it or something. But I'm just doing this for my subscribers because I do daily videos, and this is just gonna be the daily video because the day ain't went like it's planned so far, and I've been wanting to do a video about this kind of stuff in the future. So this is the future. You're in the future. One owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com. Busy, loud day on the road out here. Beautiful day in Montana. This is gonna be a different kind of video, and from the thumbnail and the title, if it's not what you wanted to watch and you just want to come here and complain about something how you sign up to this channel for, then why are you watching it if it's not the kind of video you want to sign up to this channel for? Because I'm making videos about stuff that I think is important and cool and could enhance and help people's lives, as well as about cars. And hey, let's throw a car in this video for the heck of it. My buddy Chuck's here, and that brings in another thing about this whole thing. And it's like people you know, and family and friends, and people like that, you care about the final outcome. And I'll tell you what, Chuck made me see this video. Chuck is an old man. I mean, he's coming up on 60, and like, he's not coming up on 60. He's just a little bit older than me. But the thing is just as you go through life, I like having an IRA, I like having a retirement fund and a net. And it's too funny, because when Chuck got here today, I had just posted a thing about stamps.com. Today went up like $58 a share. I got 100 shares of it. That's $5,800 today. I think I paid $2 a share, dollar averaged out. So it's a huge profit. But he had asked me something about that because he just reached a year where he is, and they do the match and everything. And I'm like, dude, you've got to do that. And he's actually looking to throw some money in something and do it, and should be interesting. Maybe we get him to be the first one. And I'm here to tell you, it's definitely a way to make money. I'm going to give you two different ways to do it. And I'm just going to kind of talk about stocks and how to get into stocks. And if you don't know how to pick a stock, you don't have to. You can get a mutual fund, and you can just get a stock account, invest in a mutual fund. And when you say stock account, what I mean is a brokerage account with someone like E-Trade, Ameritrade, Wells Fargo. I have all three of those. I've got over 180 stocks, and I've bought stocks and traded stocks for a long time. As a matter of fact, one of my first stocks, my first three that I ever bought, was Marvel Comics, Golden Books, and Apple. And at the time that I bought Apple, I'm here to tell you, hang on now, it was the time to buy Apple, okay? So that made hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just off $853 worth of Apple, I think I profited between $180 and $220,000. Marvel went bankrupt. I got warrants. I was too young, didn't know what they were. And the broker I had, he now works for FedEx, and I heard he got fired there, so he didn't know what he was doing either when he was a broker. And Golden Books went flat bankrupt. I got nothing out of it. But Netflix, I put $875 into Netflix. Took home a couple $100,000 on that over the years. There's a lot of money to be made on stocks. And the different ways you can benefit from the different kinds of accounts are this. A regular brokerage account. If you have a regular brokerage account, that means any profit that you make in that account, let's say you put $1,000 into XYZ. Well, if it's worth $2,000 and you take it out, you're going to pay taxes on that $1,000 you made profit. The cool thing is, when you work at your normal job, you're going to pay 28 to 50%, 48, 47, 46, what's the top rate? Somewhere in there. You're going to pay that much percent on your taxes. Now, no matter who you are, with no prejudice to income level, you only pay 15% cap gains. So if you're selling that $1,000 profit, you got 1,000 invested in the middle, you got 1,000 principal you put in, and you got 1,000 profit. That means you pay taxes on 1,000. You're gonna owe, go ahead, 150 bucks. So 150 bucks tax versus if you'd have worked to make that, you'd have paid between 2,800 to 4,600 in tax. 280 to 480 in tax, 460, somewhere in there. Whatever your tax, you know your tax percentage and what you pay as a American nowadays. So there's a lot of profit in doing it that way and not having an IRA account, because when you do make money, you can take it out with no penalties and just use it, and you'll just pay the cap gains. Some people complain about just cap gains on something. Well, you can't make money no cheaper in life. That's just all there is to say about it. Other than that, IRAs. And no matter what, everybody should have an IRA account, 100%. Be it a SEP IRA, a Roth IRA, traditional IRA, Roth IRA, SEP IRA, or a 401k, or even a pension thing is what a lot of people have, and they're not in the same kind of investment type terminology or what have you. So I'm no genius. I'm a guy that likes to buy stocks and invest in things and tries to make money on gambling. That Marvel was a great company. They got bought out by Disney. If I'd have done the right thing with the warrants, I'd have made 50 grand on that too. Serious. Golden Books seemed like a great company, but books were on the way out, let's face it. Apple, man, I'll tell you what, when the Volkswagen Beetles came out, the new ones, they held in bright colors, and then the iMac hit with the Rolling Stones in the background. Look up iMac commercial. That was Americana, new invention and everything, all in one big thing. And when I seen that commercial, and I already been looking at stocks for a while, I knew that was going to happen. And I made my move to go and put my money in the stuff. Now for $850 in each, I put in about 2,500 bucks. It cost me between 90 bucks and 120 bucks for brokerage fees. Nowadays, brokerage fees are a thing of the past. E-Trade and Ameritrade does not charge for brokerage fees. So all those fees, they're just gone. So when you buy a stock now, you don't pay nothing. Now, call it a stock, don't call it a stock tip. Call it a stock talking about, okay? I bought a couple stocks lately. In the last 3 months, I bought 2 of them. Wait, in the last 6 months I bought one. In the last 3 months I bought one. And about a year and a half or so ago, I bought the other. I'm gonna give you all 3 of them. It's my top picks for what I think is 3 of the best investments you could buy right now. 2 of them are very hot, I think, and they're just gonna go forever. The other one, meh, and I'll tell you why too. Number 1, Planet Fitness. I bought about 350 shares of Planet Fitness stock about, I don't know, about a year and a half ago, but it's for about between 34 to 37. I'd have to look to be exact, and made a couple purchases there. That stock today, about a year and a half later, isn't worth 34 to 37. It's worth between 87 to 90 somewhere. So almost 3 times on my money over a year and a half. Or 2 times, 200%. There you go. So that's insane. That is a huge up. Now, not only that, why do I still like it? Why wouldn't I sell it and take all my money now and run? Well, I think they have, why am I bouncing around? Because it's freezing. It's freezing out here, okay? 14 degrees, damn it. So, I like their strategy. I like the $10 thing. I think when you pay 20 and you can bring anybody you want with me. I take my dad, I can take my sister, I can take my buddy, I can take Rich, Chuck, I can take my woman, I can take my kid. It's cool. It's cheap. 24-hour fitness entry level is like 30 bucks. I mean, 30 versus 10. Hey, a lot of people don't go to the gym after they sign up. I'll bet you a lot of people let that $10 keep on clicking and don't even worry about it. Versus if you pay the 30 or 40 or 50 that 24-hour charges or Gold's Gym, you're going to remember that charge a little bit better. So I think they'll get a lot more people to stay involved in the gym a lot longer. And just another reason is they're going to be, or are already, I don't know if I don't watch TV. I watch Netflix and stuff, but that's a year behind. I don't know if it's out yet, but they're going to be the sponsor gym for The Biggest Loser. Is coming back with the whole reality TV thing. That's huge. That's freaking huge. And they're everywhere. There's even one in Missoula, Montana, where I am now. That's crazy. I never thought there'd be something like that here. I like the gyms. They're clean, That's why it's cool. Another one that I bought 6 months ago or so is L Brands. And that's just an L. It's not E-L-L-E. L Brands. Which, if anybody knows much about that, maybe your woman does. And I don't know many guys that might know what L Brands are, unless you're dealing with stocks or investment or something. L Brands owns Victoria's Secret and Bath & Body Works. I get Bath & Body Works messed up with Bed Bath & Beyond because I don't do much shopping at Bed Bath & Beyond and Bath & Body Works. And when it comes down to it, why are you going to Victoria's Secret instead of Amazon? And that's what the problem with that stock was and what's driving it down a bit. And it's really fallen. I think it might be from 80 or 90 down to like, I bought some at 23, 24, 25, somewhere in there, mid-20s. No, shoot, I bought some in the teens. That's right, 15, 16, 17. I should have looked at my stock account a little bit better before I came out here. But I got a decent memory. So in the mid-high teens, meaning around 17 or so, 18, I bought a chunk of L Brands. Yeah, I don't know, they're up at 23, 26, 27 or something now. I don't know exactly where they're at. They're up. And I think it's a good buy. And they're looking to sell the Victoria's Secret's business. Victoria's Secret, not Secrets. They're looking to sell that business off because it's just kind of underperforming now for them. Because honestly, there is just too much competition from online type stuff for that business now, I think. Bath & Body Works, women going to be buying soap. And you can't ship soap. You can. But shipping liquids and stuff is always more expensive, it's always harder, and it just is not cost efficient. I was the main distributor for Pimp Juice. It's Nellie's drink. They had a song about it. Look that up too. You'll get the old vibes, just like the iMac commercial. But you can't ship liquids. It's too much weight. It's too much. It costs too much by the time it's all said and done. And to do it efficiently, it just doesn't work. You better have a high-cost liquid if you're shipping it. Shipping sugar water isn't just the best way. Shipping soap, possibly. But they'll be in the malls for a long time, I'll bet. But that's going to be hard to compete with Walmart. So at some point, I see an exit point in that exact stock. But I like the stock. So, third, last one, Uber. I always wanted to buy stock in Uber. And I've been looking at buying some Lyft stock just to have them both. When I bought Netflix, I also bought Blockbuster Video and Hollywood Video. Now, if I'd have went with my gut and I'd have bought $4,000 worth of Netflix instead of $850, and if I'd have bought instead of $4,000 worth of Hollywood Video, the two dried up and went away. And I probably put about $7,500 between those two stocks by the time it's all said and done. Lost my ass. But in the meanwhile, Netflix paid for that so many times over, it's pitiful. I just wish at that younger point in my life that I had the balls to put it where I thought technology was going instead of investing. And that's my problem. I invest in a lot of brands that are down, and I've made a lot of money in that, from Apple to other stuff. But Netflix, I wasn't really good at doing that new thing. That's the new thing, and nobody really knows yet. Man, when I seen the Apple iMac commercial, I bought it. I loved it. I liked it. And I never have and never will use an Apple. If you got an Apple iPhone in your hand right now, and you're looking at this, give your wife her phone back and get your Android and watch it on that. Okay, so, little talk on that, whatever. IRAs, last thing. So you're picking a stock to buy, or you're buying a mutual fund. And a mutual fund would be a group of stocks that somebody buys. You may be able to buy into a biotech type and pharmaceutical mutual fund. You may be able to buy into a big box store type of a thing, where they're all invested in Home Depot and Best Buy and Costco. Food services. There's all kinds of different mutual funds out there. Find what works for you, and you can look at all the past performances. But what you're doing with a mutual fund is you're paying a fund manager to actually buy and sell stocks all year, to where you don't have to mess with that end. They just charge you a fee for administering, or whatever you want to call it. they do the deed, they charge you a little bit. Vanguard is actually probably one of the cheapest ones you can get into as far as the fees. But Liberty, oh man, there's so many different people that have these different kind of funds. And look up biggest fund managers, look up different things. That's a good way to invest sometimes if you look at their performance and you like it. But there's always a chance you're going to lose money. Now, I like to nitpick a stock and buy a stock and buy. But I don't exactly know what I'm doing on that either. I'm not going to pick the right winner every time, just like on mutual funds. When it comes to IRAs, you basically have two different choices. A SEP IRA, a traditional IRA, and a 401k is one kind of investing. Let's just look at that on this side over here. Which this side over here is probably on this side over here for you, isn't it? I don't know how that works between here and the, you know where I'm. Whoa, I got lost in the camera. Okay, so all of them are on this side. Traditional IRA, SEP IRA, 401k. And I may leave something out here. This is just your pensions. They're on that side. Over here, you got a Roth IRA. And I hope I didn't say Roth there because that's the only one that don't go there. Anything you do here, you can take out after you're 60, whatever, 65, whatever it is. And you're going to pay taxes on it. So let's say you put $100 a week. Now, you're a big baller, $5 grand a year. Whoop, whoop. Okay, let's back it down a bit. Let's say you get paid bi-weekly and you put $100 into it. I'll tell you this, if your employer matches your pay 100%, put every damn dime you can afford to put in your IRA. Because it's just such a big up. When you're putting that money in, you're gonna get a credit from tax. They don't charge you taxes on money you put in an IRA. If you put $5 grand in an IRA, figure your tax rate again, 28 to 46. Let's figure 35%. If you put $5 grand in, that's $1,750 back on your taxes. If you don't pay taxes on that, $5,000. I don't know how it works with the employer contribution. So starting again, traditional IRA, 401k, pensions, SEP IRA. All that, you put the money in it, you get a tax write-off. Basically, you just don't pay any taxes on the money you put in your IRA. Really super cool. So you'll get money back on your taxes on that, on most cases, depending on your other liabilities or whatever's happening in your whole gist of a tax return. This side, when you put money in, you don't pay taxes on what you put into an IRA, any of those IRAs. A Roth, on the other hand, gets overlooked by a lot of people. And the one thing that kind of defines it for you is age. That's, in my opinion, the biggest difference of what you do with a Roth or a traditional. If you're under 30, in my opinion, you for sure should be in the Roth IRA. If you're over 50-ish, you should for sure be leaning this way now as you go. If you're 75, you might want to be mostly over here on the traditional end of it. Not paying taxes on what goes in, but paying taxes on what comes out. The Roth is a total different animal. Let's say that you had made that purchase in Apple and put $2,500 in Apple. Now, at the time I bought Apple, if you'd have put $2,500 in Apple, that would have been almost 3 times as much. You'd have made $750,000 plus. If you'd held it a little bit longer than me, you'd have made $1 million for sure. That's $1 million. Let's just say $1 million. You make $1 million in your Roth off of $2,500. When you take that money out of the Roth, you don't pay any taxes on the profit. Woot, woot. Now, you might have to take it out. You make that much, I don't know if they'll let you take it all out in 1 year and go to Vegas, but you can take out reasonable amounts of everything, and there's disbursements. Now that gets a whole technical thing that I'm not even gonna get into, where you have to take a minimum amount after certain times and you can't miss and But, number one, there's nothing better than the government letting you grow your money tax-free. You gotta take advantage of that, right? They're letting you grow your tax money. Instead of paying taxes, you put it into traditional IRA, SEP IRA, pension plan, especially if they match you. If they're matching you, the sun, I don't like how I film sometimes. I don't want a shadow in my face like that, but I don't want the sun backlighting me either. So the whole point of this video, everything about this video that you should know, that you should really consider is, and if you like this video, tell me, say some comments and whatever, I'll do more stuff on it. But please, for the love of God, whether it's just getting and putting a $500 E-Trade thing and get an IRA, get a retirement. It will be one of the best things that you'll ever do. Just get a retirement fund. You don't need to be working for NASA or stinking some big company. I've been self-employed my entire life, and I've never had an employer give me any kind of IRA account or anything else. My bank offers them even. You can go to my bank right here and get them. And it's not a Wells Fargo. I'm in the middle of nowhere, man. You can set up an IRA account at lots of places. The main thing is, though, that you actually do set up an IRA account. Because believe me, if you set up an IRA account with E-Trade and you tell them to take 20 bucks every 2 weeks out of your account, that means at the end of the year you got 520 and you didn't even miss it. You didn't even miss it. And depending on your level of whatever, you may want to make a lot bigger chunk into your IRA than that. Now you got a little tax deduction or whatever, or you're in the Roth and you're going to make some huge amounts of money, hopefully. Whatever. And remember, at the end of the day, don't put all your money in stocks. One thing that's really cool to put money into is cars. And I've made a lot of money investing in cars, getting the right stuff, and just, you know, if you've got the room to invest in this type of a thing, and I'm here to tell you, there's nobody out there almost, unless you live in an apartment with one spot and it's filled up, that doesn't have the money to buy an investment car. And why don't I throw a quick investment grade car at you to where you can think about investing in a car. I believe one of the best investment grade cars right now is the Mercedes SL 500s and 600s and 320s from like I think they made them from 90, 91 until 02. That body style there, iconic, cheap, a steal right now. You almost just can't go wrong with it. I believe these are getting to the point where they're going to start going up. The W126 Mercedes already have. And if you look that up in Google, W126 Mercedes, it'll show you what it looks like. This is a W140. Another car that I don't have on a lot right now, that's just absolutely going up in value at some point, will be the C4 Corvette. Like right now, they're just not getting there yet. But still, you can buy them cheap. And for the kind of fun you get with that kind of a car, you just can't go wrong for the fun. I didn't know what that was. It's like a sieve. You can't go wrong with a C4 Corvette. Power, speed, 20-something miles a gallon. They're awesome, and they're cheap. You can't go wrong for the fun. So, that's the video. Doing some stuff. Chuck's out here. I'll show you his truck on the way in. Seamless siding's going on. Richie's on his way out. In fact, I gotta get back to work, but I had to film a video for today, and I wanted to do something about investing and such, because I really feel strongly that you should look into that, because, hey, it's a perk. It's a write-off from the government for your hard work. A way to profit. So, that's that. Thanks for watching. This is the diesel. If you're interested in this, it's got 57,000 original miles. Yeah, the paint's peeling off, but that's just what happens after 30 freaking years. 31. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or night. My hands are frozen. I'm cold. I'm done. That's the video. Any questions? I'll try and answer some stuff down below and things. I do not know everything on anything. Go to E-Trade, look it up, research it. Have a great day or night. I'll be making more videos tomorrow. We'll talk to you. I have literally made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'll bet you over 500, 600,000 easy in the stock market. Just investing small amounts, usually under 850 bucks, in stocks that I really believe in. This is not what my videos are usually about. So check my channel, subscribe. I do daily videos. There's 5,000 of them on there, and not many about this kind of stuff. But this is real important and dear to my heart because it's done me well, and I want to do well for everybody I know and help some people get into this, because I know this makes money, and you don't need some fancy schmancy college education. You just need to want to and to work hard in regular life to save enough to make a savings. Make a nest egg for you. Here we go.